This is a photograph of Evangeline Bruce, Alexandra Villard de Borchgrave, Arnaud de Borchgrave, and Robert Moss, taken by John Whitman for Washington D.C. on November 10, 1981. It captures a moment from a book party for Death Beam, hosted in the Calorama apartment of Alexandra and Arnaud de Borchgrave. Book parties in Washington were more than literary celebrations. They were critical gatherings where ideas flowed, political alliances were formed, and the city's intellectual and social elite came together. These events reflected Washington's unique culture at the intersection of power, diplomacy, and creativity. At the heart of this gathering was Death Beam, a Cold War thriller co-written by Arnaud de Borchgrave and Robert Moss. The novel imagines a secret Soviet weapon capable of disabling nuclear missiles from space, sparking international tension and intrigue. This fictional work reflected the anxieties of the time, with the Reagan administration navigating heightened Cold War tensions and an escalating arms race in the Soviet Union. In this image, Evangeline Bruce, known as one of Washington's most influential hostesses and the widow of the legendary diplomat David K.E. Bruce. Her charm, multilingual abilities, and intellectual depth made her indispensable during her husband's storied career, which include posts as the U.S. ambassador to France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and NATO. Evangeline's Calorama home was often a hub for diplomats, cultural icons, and political leaders. She was deeply involved in philanthropic efforts, supporting the Smithsonian, the National Gallery of Art, and historic preservation initiatives. Close friends included Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and Katharine Graham. Evangeline's elegance and influence made her a cornerstone of Washington society. Alexandra Villard de Borchgrave, the evening's host, was in her mid-30s and had recently published Villard, The Life and Times of an American Titan, a biography of her great-grandfather, Henry Villard. Villard was a journalist who covered President Lincoln and the Civil War before becoming a titan of industry, founding General Electric and building the Northern Pacific Railroad. The Villard Mansion, his legacy, now serves as the entrance to the Lotte New York Palace Hotel in New York City. Today, Alexandra leads the Light of Healing Hope Foundation, which provides solace through art and poetry to those facing illnesses and hardship. Arnaud de Borchgrave was a towering figure in journalism and was 55 at the time and editor-in-chief of the Washington Times. For the bulk of his career, he was a senior editor and reporter for Newsweek, reporting on global conflicts and Cold War diplomacy. His fearless approach to investigative journalism and ability to secure exclusive interviews with world leaders earned him a prominent place in international media. Arnaud continued to shape global journalism until his passing in 2015. Robert Moss, the co-writer of Death Beam, was in his early 40s at the time. He was known for his expertise in espionage and international politics, which informed the book's gripping narrative. Moss has since transitioned to the field of dream studies, becoming a leading author and lecturer on consciousness and the transformative power of dreams. This photograph reflects more than an evening of celebration. It captures Washington's unique ability to blend literature, diplomacy, and culture during a pivotal moment in history. Book parties like this one were vital to the city's cultural and intellectual life, offering a space where ideas and influence converged.